Well, how y'all doing today? Hope y'all having a blessed day. I'm doing this video at the request of my son, who's I've been trying to ignore him, but he's getting uppity about it, and he's gonna be 37 at the end of the month. So I figured, I'd go ahead and make a video. He says a lot of women these days, younger women, have no clue how to cook. They might be able to cook one or two things. Now, back in my day, that's the way men were. They did really good at one or two things, but that was it. And so he wanted me to start doing more videos to help younger women out. And I said, well, I can do them, but I can do the videos, but I can't make them cook, son. And I told him, if these girls you're dating, if they don't know how to cook, why don't you show them? And he went all quiet on me because I taught my boys how to cook. And the only thing I can figure is that he don't want them to know that he knows how to cook. So anyway, today I'm working on making some egg salad. I've done videos on this before. I have a friend that lives a few doors down from me from India, and unfortunately, she's going to be moving out the end of next month. She's got to go up to California to finish some schooling, and then she may be going back to India. But she is an American. And we were talking, because she's she's a vegetarian. Or a vegan, one or the other. She don't eat meat at all. And I asked her, well, have you ever had a deviled egg? I mean, because I was thinking about cooking something for her. And or egg salad, and she'd never had it in her life. Can you imagine? Now, I'm in the South. What's the chances of running into somebody who ever had a deviled egg in their life? Okay, all right. So I decided to make egg salad for her. And I said, you don't know what it is? And she said, well, I would imagine it's something that's mixed up with lettuce and, tomatoes. And I said, okay. Right there and then, I knew she had never had egg salad. Or a deviled egg. So I don't use a lot of eggs. I like things in moderation. I don't have any problems with cholesterol or anything like that. And I made sure years ago that wasn't going to happen to me. Pardon me, my father did. He had a triple bypass and had to have they took an artery out of his leg to replace one in his heart. But he was raised every day, eating lard growing up. Okay, now, like I said, I believe everything's good in moderation. And if you're coming up in poverty like they did, big family, 5 boys, 5 girls, on my mother's side as well, yeah, you make do. So you use that lard and that bacon grease. Anyway, he lived several years after that operation, and then come down with cancer, beat the cancer. He was well up there in age, in his 70s, and went in to see the doctor for a routine visit after getting past the cancer, and laid on the examining table and died of a heart attack. So yeah, if y'all eating out all the time, you might want to stop. I stopped years ago, and to me, eating out is a treat. Too many times I see people coming in and out of here. They've stopped on their way home, and they've picked up food that out in restaurants. And most of the food you get out in restaurants that are fast food are deep fried. Now, I pan fry. I hardly ever deep fry. Hardly ever deep fry. Once in a while. But if you deep fry all the time, you need to know that even a corn chip, like you get with salsa, retains 30% of the oil it was deep fried in. 30%, okay? And no doubt they're using corn oil, because you can't deep fry in every oil, because they can't take the high temperatures. So the intake of oils that are not good for you is astronomical if you're eating out all the time. So anything, to me, in moderation, and so I'm making some eggs here. Long story short, I've got about 11 going in here. Now, I let them, put them in cold water and let them come up to a boil for 20 minutes. Now, the time of boiling may change. depending how many eggs you got in there. And they're still sitting here in the hot water. But because I don't use eggs all the time, I did an egg check. And if you don't know what an egg check is, you put your eggs in cold water. If they lay down, they're good. If they stand up, you got a few more days on them. And if they float, do not eat them. They've already gone bad, and the gases have built up inside the shell, and that's what's making them float. It will make you sick as a dog. So anyway, when you go to peel a boiled egg, you got to do what's called shocking them, okay? Right now, mine are still in hot water. Now, what I do is I turn on the cold water, and I let it fill the pot, and I dump it out, and I keep refilling it with cold water, because that water will get warm again, all right, because the eggs are hot. And you just keep doing that until those eggs are cold. And what I do, when I peel mine right under cold running water, and I put them in the colander here, okay? But now, I went to a friend's house once, and their refrigerator was messed up, and their eggs, they would go out on the road for 2 weeks and call me a couple of days before they were coming in and tell me, please make me some of your deviled eggs, or please pickle me some more of your eggs. Because, I do deviled eggs in about 4 different ways, and I pickle my eggs in a couple different ways as well. And I would do that, but they had trouble with the fridge, and the whole dozen of eggs froze. I could not get them eggs to shock. The whites stuck to the shells. It was one big mess. So if your eggs freeze, protect them from freezing, because if they freeze, they might be good for frying once they thawed, but no, you're not going to be able to make deviled eggs or anything like that with them. So I run mine and dump out the water, and run it and dump out the water and let it sit in cold water, and then I hold them under running cold water, and I peel them, and they peel a whole lot easier. And when I make my egg salad, I'm going to make this the simplest way. I use mayonnaise, mustard, pepper, minced up dill pickle, and minced up onion. I do not want to put it in a food processor, the onion or the dill pickle, because it minces it up too small. And the more you mince it up, the more the flavor is going to release into the dish. And the dill pickle and onion will overpower everything else that way. So anyway, that's what I'm doing today, because I really don't want her to move without knowing what egg salad or a deviled egg is. Because I just can't imagine it. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing today. I cook a lot, but I don't always make videos on what I'm cooking, because I don't have the data for it. I just don't. I ain't been able to cook for the last couple days, really. I ain't felt well, and I'm back at it now. And so that's what I'm doing today. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye-bye.